Hi guys! So I'm gonna wait a couple seconds to see if anyone pops on live with me. But today I am going to be telling you guys about what it is that we do as coaches. And before I get started with that, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about my story. So if you guys are watching on live, make sure that you say hey. And if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay to let us know that you watched this video. I will wait just a couple more seconds and then I'm gonna get right into my story. I also have some water here because I'm pregnant right now, so I get super out of breath quickly when I'm talking, so hopefully I don't annoy you guys too much. Okay, so I'm gonna get right into my story and who I am. So if I didn't invite you to this group and one of the other girls on the team did and you have no idea who I am, hi, my name is Madison King. I am 22 years old. I originally grew up in Vermont and I now live in Virginia in the Washington, D.C. area. So I moved here to Virginia for college a few years ago. Like I said, I'm 22, so I just graduated at 21 a few months ago, actually in 2019. So I moved here for college and I started going to college. I was about a freshman. I had finished about halfway through my freshman year, and that's when I met my boyfriend, Will. So I met my boyfriend about halfway through my first year of college, and our relationship progressed really quickly. So I was going to school for political science. I was super excited about this degree I was pursuing, and then I met this guy and it kind of stopped me in my tracks. So I met him and our relationship progressed really quickly, like I said, and within a couple months of dating, we decided to move in together. So we did that, we moved in together, and ever since then, I have been permanently here in Virginia. And a couple months after we were dating and we had moved in together, I unexpectedly got pregnant with my daughter, Harper. So I was 18 years old. I had just finished my first year of college and I got pregnant with my daughter, and I really had no idea what I was going to do at that point. You know, everyone in my family was pretty upset that I was pregnant so young and unexpectedly unmarried, because everyone kind of thought that I was going to give up on all these hopes and dreams that I had of going to college and completing my degree in political science. But like I said, I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I decided to just do what I knew best and continue on to my dream of getting this degree. I was the first person in my family to go to college, so I continued to go to college. And fast forward to my senior year of college, I had a 2-year-old. I was almost done with college, and I was just super excited that I had kept pursuing this dream and done something that not a lot of people do by continuing to go to college as a teen mom. And I was so excited, but around my senior year, I started to lose a lot of who I was and my confidence, because I had spent so much of my time pursuing this degree and taking care of my daughter, and I was having a lot of personal issues at the time. So I had found myself at the beginning of my senior year with a lot of extra weight. And it was about January, and I had set a New Year's resolution, like a lot of us do, that I was gonna start going to the gym and losing weight, but I really had no plan. I got a gym membership at Planet Fitness, and I told myself that I was gonna go to the gym all the time and I was gonna get in shape and lose all this weight. And March rolled around, and I had gone to the gym a couple times, but I had made no real progress. I didn't have any sort of support, any sort of accountability. I didn't have a workout buddy or anything like that. And I found that I was only really finding the time to go to the gym maybe once a week. So I had made no real progress. So like I said, it was March, very beginning of March. It was March 3rd or 4th. And a girl that I had followed on Instagram for a while, she messaged me and invited me to do this support and accountability group with BeachBody that she had just started doing. And her and I were sort of friends. I already had some trust in her. So I decided that I was going to join this BeachBody program that she was doing. And the same day that she told me about the workout programs and the nutrition programs that she was following, she had also told me about this coaching thing. And I was really interested in coaching, but I didn't really understand exactly what it was. So I started doing this. I signed up that day that she asked me. I started coaching and I started working out with the Beachbody programs, fell in love with them, started following my container portions of our nutrition program, and I loved it all. But coaching was not a huge priority to me at the time. I did sign some people up and I was really excited to get those people in the groups with us. But like I said, it was just a hobby for me because it wasn't something that I felt I could spend a lot of time on. I was a couple months away from graduating college and I had my 2-year-old daughter, so I had my plate really full. And coaching wasn't something that I really understood the opportunity in at the time, so I didn't spend a ton of time on it. So fast forward to about May or June, I started an internship after I graduated college, and I was so excited to start this internship because I felt like it was finally the finish line that I'd been waiting for. You know, I had spent all of these years having a 2-year-old daughter, and I finished college, and I was so excited. I was so happy for myself. You know, this is such, like I said, it's such a rare thing to do, and I was just really proud of myself, and everyone around me was so proud of everything I did, and I was so excited to jump right into my career. I had always pictured myself as being a working mom, working a 9-to-5 job, putting my kids in daycare or preschool, and that's just what I thought I was going to do with my life. So I started this internship, and this internship, it wasn't a typical like part-time unpaid internship. It was more like a job. So I worked 40 plus hours a week. I was getting paid. I was commuting into work every day. So it was pretty much just like I had a regular office job. And I quickly started hating it. I hated every aspect of working a 9-to-5. I hated commuting to work every day. I would drop my daughter off with her grandparents every morning, and I would see her for maybe an hour a day. I was so devastated with how I was feeling because I realized that everything that I had worked for, I didn't love. And it was a really hard summer. This was last summer in 2019. So it was a really hard summer for me. I did the internship the entire summer. And as I was doing my internship, I started to think of, you know, what can I do to live my life more like how I want? Like, I don't think this 9-to-5 office thing is for me. And I felt crazy because I literally hadn't even received my diploma yet. And I was already trying to think about how I wasn't going to use it. And I started talking to people in my family here and there, and surprisingly, a lot of them understood. You know, I thought that they would think I was absolutely insane, but I started to think like, I don't want to miss out on this time with my daughter. I want to be able to have more kids in the future without feeling guilty that I was going to work all day. But at the same time, I wasn't someone who ever wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I didn't want to have to rely on my boyfriend's income to support us because he had already been struggling to support us over the past few years of me being in college, and I didn't want to put that pressure on him for more years to come. And I just wasn't the type of person where I didn't want to contribute to my family financially. So I started to at the beginning of my internship, I had been promised that after I finished my internship, I would get offered a job at this company that I was interning for. My boss at the internship, the woman who had hired me, that's what she told me. She told me, hey, once you complete the internship in a couple months, I'm going to go ahead and offer you a job. So I kind of thought I was already stuck in that job. And August rolled around, and I had a meeting with this woman that was my boss, and she told me, she sat me down and she said, hey, Madison, I'm really sorry, but all I can do for you is I can go ahead and I can offer you to continue your internship until, we might have a job positioning opening, but I'm not sure, but I can't offer you this job. So I decided that I was going to tell her, I'll work at this internship for a couple more weeks. And during that time, I thought that I would come home and start, being a stay-at-home mom for a little while until I found something else to do. And during those last couple weeks of my internship, I started researching more about the opportunities that BeachBody had. Because like I said, for the past few months, I had been signed up as a coach. I'd been dabbling in the programs. I've been dabbling in the nutrition support. I've been dabbling in the groups. And I'd also been dabbling in coaching, but it wasn't something that was at the forefront of my mind. So during those last couple weeks of my internship, after I put in my notice that I was going to stop on a certain day, I started researching coaching more and what exactly it was. And I saw all of the opportunities that were there in this thing that I was already doing, but not taking advantage of. And so I decided that I was going to come home and I was going to start trying to build a business with BeachBody, which is what I've been doing for the past 5 months now. So it hasn't been too long. But for the past 5 months, I've been staying home with my daughter and not having to feel guilty about it. I'm now pregnant too, like I said in the very beginning. So I was able to get that second child that I wanted without having to feel like, the second he was born, I was just gonna have to throw him into daycare, which was something I personally did not want to do. So, me and my boyfriend and I decided that I was going to come home. We were going to start trying for another baby, and I was going to stay home with my daughter. And the whole reason that we decided that that would work for our family was because we knew that I could build this business with BeachBody on the side. So that is what I've been doing over the past 5 months. I'm sorry if that was really long, but I just wanted to kind of tell you guys how I got into doing this full time. Coaching is something that you definitely don't have to do full time. A lot of coaches just do it as a hobby or a little side hustle. A lot of people, use this as their side hustle, but it's also something that you can do as a full-time job and build a really big business with BeachBody, which is what my goal is right now. So I'm now going to tell you guys a bit about what we actually do as coaches. I have some notes here so I don't forget anything. But what do we actually do as coaches? So that's the question. And later in the day, other ladies from the team will be going live and telling you guys how we make money and also answering any questions that you guys have. So I'm just going to talk about kind of what we do daily. So the first thing that we do, and probably the most important part of our job as BeachBody coaches, is to have our own health and fitness journey using BeachBody programs and products. So when you sign up as a coach, you're going to start immediately doing a workout program, doing a nutrition program, and starting your own health and fitness journey. So whether you're someone who you're sitting there and you're like, okay, I have 20 pounds that I want to lose, or you're someone who wants to tone up your body, or you're someone who's struggling with your mental health and you think that, doing health and taking better care of your health and getting on a fitness journey will help you mentally. Whatever it is, you want to kind of start your transformation and your journey with BeachBody, however that means to you. So that can be however you want it to be. It's definitely custom to you, like what exactly your journey is, but you're going to start your journey using our programs and products, and you will absolutely fall in love with all of them and be super excited to become your best self using these products, so physically and mentally. The other thing that you're going to do is you're going to start sharing your journey. So you want to be pretty vulnerable, if I can never say that word, with your journey and sharing it on your social media. So whether it's on your Facebook page, on your Instagram page, on both, you want to start sharing this journey that you're on with other people, because people are going to be really interested in what you're doing, whether they, see a change in you mentally or physically. Like I said, they're going to want to know what exactly it is that you're doing. And that's another part of our jobs, is sharing these programs and products with other people. And you're gonna start, when you start sharing your journey, you'll notice that people start coming to you and asking you exactly about what you're doing and what's that workout program you're doing, or what are those containers you're using to portion out your food, or what's that shake you're drinking. People will start coming to you and asking you questions, but it's also going to be your job to come to other people and invite them to join you on this journey. So that's another big part of our job, is inviting people to join us. So whether it's inviting people to join us in working this business, or it's inviting people just to join us in our boot camps or challenge groups, you'll see them kind of called either thing. It's the same thing. But you're going to invite other people to join you on your BeachBody journey. And then the fourth thing that you're going to do is run challenge groups and boot camps to support the people who decide they want to join you. So this is something that I wasn't sure really how to do at the beginning. I thought, if someone signs up with me, I'm going to have no idea what to do or how to support them in these groups like my coach is doing. But the great thing about being on a team is that you're always going to have people to help you. So we're going to be mentoring you when you get started with us. If you decide this is something for you and you want to join one of our teams, you will definitely get that mentorship. And the great thing about the groups is that you normally will run them with your coach for the first few months that you're a coach. So you definitely don't have to worry about being just thrown out on your own. That's not what we're all about. We will not just leave you out there on your own to do your own thing. You're going to have our mentorship and our support to hold your hand along the way. So you're going to be running these groups with your coach in the beginning and just helping the people that you invited to join you and the people that decided to join you with getting them set up with a program, getting them set up with our supplements, getting them on their own journey, whether they want to share that too and work the business with you or whether they just want to be one of your clients in a group. Either way, so that is the basics of what we do as coaches. Obviously, there's a little bit more that goes into every aspect that I said, but that's the basics, and I just wanted to share that with you guys today. So someone else from our team will be going live in a few hours to tell you more, I believe, next about what we do or how we make money. So that is it. I hope that you guys enjoyed learning more. And if you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments and one of us will answer those for you. So bye guys, and I'll see you in a little bit.